About 8 months ago, I made a video saying that I wanted a simple buff to Genji Blizzard. That's all that I wanted. That was to increase his shuriken damage by 2. And if you paid attention to the experimental card, that's exactly what he did. Including additional buffs to Genji that makes him actually really fucking scary. Let's talk about that. Hello my beautiful and lovely gamers, my name is Jonal, as you probably already know. I haven't been uploading for the last couple of weeks, and the reason is really exams. I've been busy with exams, I'm still moving, a bunch of stuff is happening in my life, some nice, not so nice, so that's why. So of course, the algorithm is going to be shit to this video, most likely. I really want to get it out there, so a like on the video helps against the algorithm. Comment down below also really helps, and if you're interested in this kind of content, gaming, FPS, and Overwatch, hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification. Now, without further ado, let's really just talk about this. On the experimental call right now, on the live server, Genji's shuriken damage was increased by 28 to 30, which is exactly what I argued for was necessary to make him really strong. Now, on top of that, his secondary fire got a spread reduction from 12 to 9, which is really strong. Right now on the screen, you should see the difference between live server, which is in the practice range, and hopefully very soon on the experimental card, which is inside Horizon Lunar Colony spawn. And that is the difference between the spread, and it's quite significant, and it feels really good for somebody that I peaked about 4.2k in the absolute worst of GOATS meta when I was maining on practically one-tricking Genji. I've coached hundreds of Genji players in private coaching, as I of course also work with contenders, but there's a lot of Genji players that somehow seek me out. It's almost like some of my most popular videos are Genji guides. And it feels really good, especially our dash combos with the right click dash melee, the dash right click melee. It feels really good having a little bit tighter spread. It feels really nice when you're doing combat and so on. So generally, it's a really good buff. And on top of all this, if this wasn't enough, Blizzard takes and it just adds like a thick layer of frosting on top and says, you know what, deflect duration decrease from 1.5 all the way up to 2 seconds. Now then there's one extra thing that I didn't like. When I made that video, I made very sure that I didn't want anything that made Genji overpowered or made Genji super easy or super accessible. Some of the fun thing about Genji is the fact that there is a very high skill cap to him. Both the skill floor and the skill ceiling of the hero is pretty high. And that's what I like about him. And that's what a lot of Genji players like about him. So the fact that they said that deflect can now be cancelled manually, I don't like. It is a skill for Genji players, positioning wise, and the way that we use deflect, that we can cancel it by wall climbing. That we can cancel it by saving the dash and using dash to cancel deflect. That is kind of like almost an art when it comes to Genji, and I don't like that they dumbed that down. I think that is the wrong way to go. I like the shuriken stuff. That is to do the damage increase, makes up for power creep. The spread makes up for power creeping. It just makes him far more lethal, increases the duration of deflect. That's really nice. Just giving him that extra 0.5 seconds of safety. Sure thing, bro. But you could have stopped with the deflect. It makes him stronger, but I personally don't like, I'm gonna use it the hell out of it, right, in rank, but I personally don't like the fact that they are dumbing him down. I don't like that. I would rather just want wall climb. And I would like to hear down in the comments, do you like that that's a thing? If you do, just say it. I think that that's important to see where the community of Genji players actually do lay. And if not, tell me as well. If you agree with me that it goes in the wrong direction, according to me at least. Now, there was a bunch of other stuff that was on the live, but before we go on and look at the different patch notes on the other heroes, because fuck that shit, right? Let's talk a little bit about why 2 damage is so important. So 2 damage is important for exactly these reasons. His damage per shuriken, and I yoinked these graphics from like my old video because I'm fucking lazy and fuck you guys. I can yoink shit. I can just take it's my stuff. Don't fucking hate on me in the comment section. I took Took the graphics from, it's not really graphics, it's fucking copy-pasted fucking stuff I made in Photoshop, right? So, anyway, his shuriken damage right now is 28, 56, 84, 112, 140, 168. That's the current damage number that he's running on. When you go over to a 30, so increase damage by 2, every number rounds up. That is the point of the balance. So it goes 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, and so on and so on. So it rounds up the numbers, which is the point. Because when you actually take this into context, and this was the whole premise of why I wanted this balance change, when you take this into account, then you will see, currently on the screen right now, that most heroes has taken the damage number that they use, and essentially reduced the cost of a kill down by 1 shuriken. So a 150 target now takes, on live, takes 6 shurikens. Right now, in the experimental card, with the damage increase, it only takes 5. A 200 HP target, instead of taking 8 shurikens, it takes 7, right? A 300 takes 11, it takes, now it's gonna take 10 instead of 11. I'm fucking stuttering like a motherfucker, right? A 400 is gonna take 14 instead of 15. You get the point. You're reducing majority of the kills on a normal hero by 1, which of course with healing and so on will balance out to actually be significantly more. On a 600 HP target, it's 20 instead of 22, right? And that is the whole point. It is reducing the cost by normally 1. You can replace a melee with a shuriken and vice versa very nicely. It is generally just a round up buff that just makes him stronger and also more accessible with all the increased healing and damage mitigation abilities and shields and all that fucking bullshit that's in the game right now. It's a way to even the player field for people that want to play Genji, and that's the point of this stuff. Now, of course, on top of that, Hanzo did get a buff. His storm arrows damage got increased from 60 to 70, which is just a nice way to mitigate some of that shield break. Biotic Grasp of Moira, her healing per second was increased from 65 to 70, but her damage has been reduced from 50 to 40, which I think is a really good way. It does the support part of Moira can sustain herself, and she's not going to be a fucking DPS running up your ass. So I think that's very fine. And the focus beam from Echo range has been reduced from 20 to 16 meters. I have no clue why 15 meters was not enough, but 20 to 16 meters, which again is nice because it's a fucking very frustrating ability, especially when you cannot, or at least it seems that you cannot escape it in any way, shape, or form. So that's the patch notes that's currently on the experimental card. Please tell me down in the comment section. Again, it does help against the algorithm, and I'm genuinely just curious. What do you guys think of that? If you want to rank up, improve, and get better at the game, and you want to support the channel at the same time, you can hire me as a private coach. It's 50 euros for a 2-hour session. Hit me up on my Discord server, link down below. Of course, you can also find my Twitter and my Twitch there, so do follow that. I'm gonna try to stream. I know I'm gonna try to stream. I said that for a while. Very, very soon. I just need to do. Friends are coming and exams are moving. I'm working on it. Okay, so hopefully there will be streams very, very soon on the Twitch. So do follow that one, and of course the Twitter for all updates about live channel stuff in general. Watch me rant about bullshit that has nothing to do and post really shitty jokes. But outside that, please do take care. Stay positive. I love you guys very, very much. Stay safe out there, and as always, keep the enemy in your crosshair.